JNO, where's the beat?
Hey, yo, welcome to the JNO podcast, y'all, with your host, JNO, and today I got my guest stars, P.O. Mal.
What up?
And Cage Wilson.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, feeling alright.
Back in the studio? Once again, yeah, I know, we just did a lot of filming earlier, y'all. But back in studio, the new studio, once again, for the third time, with the podcast. But, P.O. Mal, yep. I know we had you in the previous one as well. I had a few topics already set for this one, because a lot of people have questions about, like, how we know each other, what's, like, our musical background, our musical history, what got us into music, you know? Things ascertaining and relating to that. But I feel like between like our friend group and like our artist group, which is like kind of like a semi kind of big group, you know, it's like we all know each other through like a different way, just like with like social networking. But I think I'll just start with myself first. So like Pat, I know you through school pretty much. Him and I attended Skyline.
Obviously,
yeah, community college and stuff like that, and then we took a voice class together, right, Pat?
Exactly.
Yeah, it was amazing. What do you think would be like a highlight from that class when we took it? Something you remember, something memorable.
I'm pretty sure you know, dude.
Yikes.
Yeah. I feel like it's pretty obvious, man.
Mostly the warm-ups and just
really not like a certain individual.
We can't really say honestly, but there were some funny singers in it. That's for sure. So that's what he was trying to ascertain. But I didn't get that answer. Does it ring a bell?
Now it finally rings a bell. I try to put a positive spin on it, but okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like that class was like amazing. I mean, I love taking like voice classes and stuff because you get to just learn a lot, you know. And then Cage, I know you because of all of our mutual friends. You know, Jacob, Shadrach, Benny Boo.
Yeah, because I actually because me and Jacob were friends ever since like elementary school. So
yeah, no, you guys go like way back, and then like without Jacob, I would have never met you. You know what I mean? Because we didn't take any classes together, type shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. What's y'all's like musical influences? You would say it could be anything. It could be anybody. Sorry, not anything. Well, it could be anything too.
I'm actually curious.
Unfortunately for influences, I might not know the exact person, but I mostly got it from my mom and dad and their love for 80s music.
Yeah.
Dad from the new wave, like New Order or
New Order.
Which one is that? Take On Me by Aha. There we go.
Yeah.
And
classic.
The new wave, and my mom from the glamour rock era, specifically
Glam rock.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Nice, Pat. Nice. Mm-hmm. Cage.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I didn't get to. You didn't answer the question yet, but okay.
Okay. Well, as far as musical influences go, I think if I mostly like to talk bass players as musical influences because that's like the instrument I like, because that's kind of what got me into doing this whole instrumental thing. As far as bass influences go, it mainly started with like all the music I listened to, like Flea, for instance, from Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's crazy good on bass. And then it was more, and this all like dates back to high school. Like it's when I started watching videos of this YouTuber named Davey504.
I feel like I heard that.
Yeah, he's like he's the guy who does all these like little memes on his bass and stuff. Yeah, it was him, and then there was Rob Scallon, and those two are kind of the like aside from say Geddy Lee and Chris Squire and who else is it? Geddy Lee, Chris Squire, and many and various other bases that if I would mention, we'd be here all day or all night.
No. I mean, that's what's lit though, it's like there's a lot of musical like influences, that can influence a person, It doesn't be just like one band, it can be like, bands, individuals, family, friends, etc. Speaking for myself mostly, my dad had put me on the Journey when I was young. As I told you guys, I only told you guys like a little bit before, but Journey's like a pretty big influence. I mean, like Steve Perry, his voice. I listened to like Frontier, all that. If you know, you know, If you know, you know, you know. And yeah, just like those rock bands, Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars, especially Bruno Mars on his come up. Yeah, that's when I was listening to him a lot, I mean, everyone started listening to him then, when he, Just the Way You Are, that came out,
That's a classic,
So, yeah, like a lot of like pop and R&B, rock, those three. I wouldn't say as much R&B. I listen to a lot of the Weeknd too, but that's more like neo soul. I mean, he's R&B, but but yeah, just a lot of singers. In terms of like, well, okay, that was just like the mainstream industry that I listened to, like big artists. But in terms of like family, my late grandpa, who passed away, he's a pretty big influence on me for music. So is my dad, my mom as well. As you know, I think like all families, like we all have people that like sing, like different cultures and stuff. But especially for Filipinos too, whether you're Filipino or Filipino American, both. Yeah, like a lot of people in my family sing too as well. So you sing when you're little, a lot of different songs and stuff. So yeah, that's what gets you into it. I mean, when it comes to music, at least, or anything. Yeah, those are my influences.
Exactly.
Type of thing. But I think one thing I want to clarify with you guys too, that it's like I love this podcast too because I'm just feeling getting like a hold on it. But what if you had to say like the three things music wise that you guys specialize in? Like, what would be your primaries? What is it? Because not a lot of people know that. A lot of people just see us like doing different things all the time, and sometimes it can be like they don't have. The whole point of this podcast is so you can get to know us more, because it's one thing to just listen to our songs all day and not really talk to us or hear us talking or anything. It's another thing to actually understand like who we are as an artist and more personal and from there on. So if you had to say like the three things musically that you guys specialize in, what would be your primaries? What would that be?
Three primaries.
Who wants to go first?
Just to clarify, like things I can do, like music
Like
wise, or
music wise, but like your main things to do. That's what I said.
my
Primary.
main things.
Primary.
To do.
Your main thing to do. We all kind of know each other, or like we do, like we know like what like y'all's thing is, or like each other's thing is, but like just for the people listening, that type of thing, so they can get to know you as an artist better.
You can go for that.
If only I understand this damn question. It's very vague. Oh yeah.
It's special. It's specific. It's just like what are the three things? I mean, if I, as a friend knowing you, singing.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the other two things?
So singing is the number one thing. Being percussion is the second, and even though I also play some other instruments, I feel like being me is number three.
He can really, he really picked up bass pretty well.
Yeah, I know. You're very what's the word? Like versatile. I was about to say adverse, but I was like, no, that's the opposite. Versatile. You're very versatile, and there's not too many people that can do that. Honestly, just being real, not too many people in the like there's a lot of people who are musically inclined, but in terms of like being able to get things on the spot and the amount of things that I see that you can do, that's like good shit. Like you can beatbox, you can sing. You can play piano, you can play guitar, you can play multiple instruments, you understand rhythm, you understand how to play a drum set, If there's one thing as your friend that I noticed that I feel like you can practice more on, it's just the producing side of it. It's like mixing and mastering, But that's like, it's kind of like its own thing because it's not like live performing. You're just like trying to clean up stuff, you know, and trying to arrange like an actual song or cover or whatever it is
All right.
musically. So
Okay.
yeah, but you're getting a hang of that too. I'm even like showing you stuff on FL, you know, and you're like dragging stuff around and arranging things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for myself, will one to be singing, two would just be like mixing and mastering, so like producing, and then three would it would just be like piano, honestly, because I'm still like a noob at like guitar, no matter how like on rhythm I am and like how I'm like arranging things, you know, and switching things up. It's like my guitar needs a lot more work. So
It's just,
piano,
like, all
piano, I'm
about-
like a master at it. Yeah.
Yep, it's just like all about kind of recognizing and like memorizing the chord shapes.
Yeah, no, pretty much. So it's just I'm trying to just like get better at barring and get better at guitar. But yeah, those are my three things. And Cage.
Yeah, so it's a mostly difficult question. I would say like I'm a little different, mainly because like when it comes because I mostly just play the bass, you know. So I specialize obviously in playing the bass guitar, you know, and there's a little bit of singing involved, but I want to be like I don't want to like put like I've always explained to people that like I like to sing, but I want to be more known for mainly playing the bass than being a singer, you know.
All right.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you with that. That's why I said like the whole reason why I asked that is just to clarify to people like what are your main things to do with music, because there's a lot of things you can do with music. You can do a lot of different things, but there's only like a few things
And
you
there's
can really
lots of
choose.
things, and you can
know?
even do things you didn't even know you could do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. You learn more like
I learned that I could act. I mean, once I remember we're doing that project back in Skyline for my history class, where I put a song, like I asked, hey, could I put a song together? And he's like, hey, that's a good idea. And then I actually did put a whole dang song together.
yeah. No, that's lit. Literally, like being able to like arrange like a whole piece, you know, whether it's like, you know, original or not, like is something that not everyone can do, you know. But yeah, you know, it's just to clarify for everyone out there wondering like, oh, what's everyone's like position or like role? You know what I mean? You can kind of tell this during the music, but sometimes you just gotta just say it. Not talk the thing, but yeah, I think we're already running over.
Well, I mean, like bass is kind of like bass is kind of like its own, like kind of became its own thing. So
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's lit. It's amazing. But I think we're already heading towards the runtime, y'all.
No worries.
We already got a lot of content there. Hope y'all learned a little more about us, type thing. PLML merch out now. Did we promote that? Did we have that out by the previous podcast? I don't think so.
If we
buy the merch.
either way, buy the merch.
Yeah, PLML merch out now. Link in our bios. It's amazing. And was there anything else y'all wanted to share? At all?
Not at all, man.
Not at all. Cool. Well, I appreciate everyone for watching and listening. And peace out to the next podcast.
Till then.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm just not over it.
Ah.
Oh yeah.